Everyone, since our last Bitcoin prediction price, Bitcoin has been bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and now everybody's pointing at the Fed as the reason behind it. But the big question is the Fed who is making the market bleed, or there is something behind the charts? We're gonna analyze that and try to predict where the price is heading to. But before that, I want to show you this video I posted like 3 days ago. You can see over here, and I was already mentioning how the market already turned also this bearish that version, and in the next week we're gonna have a bearish momentum all the way to potentially 110. But first to we don't gonna go all the way down with red candles, but the worst case scenario would be 110. Let's see how this has been played out.
I was talking about the time. We have this very third version as well in the daily. In the daily, we're talking about movement of $1,050,000 the kind of movement even to the other side or to the downside. And yeah, we see now the time. This is such an important role as well. We see over here, right here, the time is sold up. The Fortuna line as well is in negative position, and we see the very third version already formed. It's not forming; it's already formed. So this means the price is not in the best condition. We can continue going a little bit down. So it's again, if you bought all the way here. Now the question is, how much time do you have? It's such an important close the orange line in 55 and I use. Normally in the bullish trend, expect to support, and you see it here. 299 was in a negative position, so we just went up and started continuing going down. Speculation as well, or I was saying to use it, but eventually after that, sensitive wells to make you sell and make you sell right now in a lot. But I'm not saying for you to hold. That is why you need to answer to yourself. I don't know how.
This is what at the moment I was predicting how with the time we're gonna see this formation over already of the green valley, and then it start to form this small red valley, and then we're gonna have this bullish version. Probably that's gonna happen. It's not 100%, but I already predicting far away. But we're gonna continue updating and analyzing if that's happening or not. But at the moment we can see how the price has been just dropping and dropping. I think I was mentioning around here how's it going to.
Where are
let me see.
Hopefully as much I like it really, I'm really so already in the support line around here. Why? The answer is because the support line around here. Why? To go and then we should go to the downside. And then once here again, we see.
Yeah, I don't find exactly the moment when I said, but we potentially going to go to 110 because I'm going to show you better in the chart. So go and check that video. I mean, you can see here the title, and then you can find it over there. Watch it all because there is a good information about my strategy and how the price actually moves. So I think that it's a really good video, and you should go and check it out. That's why as well, if you want to be in front of everybody else, you should subscribe to the channel, share it with any friend, anybody. You're going to be helping me and helping you at the same time, and I would really appreciate that. Also don't forget to smash the like. So going to the chart now, let me show you what I was saying in that moment. I was saying that still there is a big possibility that we're gonna go all the way to this to test the 110 to this area. This is like more certain here in the bottom, because this one just was always happen. This part here we just smash the previous high, and then we go all the way down just to F everybody pretty much. So yeah, the price at the moment would be around the 109 or the 110, 109, and from then we should bounce. Even we can go and retest them. I mean, that would be too much to be honest, but you can see how here, according to this indicator, we can see how in this area, the 105 have been like a lot of people buying Bitcoin, but already in this area. So I don't expecting the price to go too low, and we can see already how the small valley is forming already. We need to continue upgrading and checking the Fortuna line, because we see how it's bouncing already. If we go to a positive direction, this is not good for the price, because that means we're gonna go with strength all to the upper side. We need to keep update to that. So just subscribe, and I'm gonna continue to come every day and keep you update so you can have a better idea what the market is doing. So yeah, this is for the daily. I mean, we still have been coming down since my call around the 115. So hopefully you took advantage of that, and I think that potentially we're still gonna have a chance to buy even lower. Let's see how the 4 hours is going. We still see the Fortuna line still in a positive direction. So we have continually seeing how we don't even go and reach. This is the pressure to the downside is a lot that we don't even go and reach the MI55, the orange line over here, because normally that's what we do. We did over here and then we go down. But there's not too many people buying, and that's why we don't even reach it. We don't even touch it. So what I'm expecting for now is to potentially consolidate And once we consolidate and start to see how the MMI 10 and MMI 55 start to be closer and closer, that's going to be something positive for the market, because after that we can finally have these pause on the market and stop going down, and then we're gonna update and see. But we already see, I was pointing this already, that's gonna happen, but the market still don't want to go down up, and it still don't want to have a break of going down. So but potentially the time is gonna run, like I was saying. It's just about the patience. So you should not be 100% invested, but yeah, this is just a prediction for the next days to come. But we see already in the daily, I mean, it's no, we still have more time to come. We already have just 3 days since we start this valley, and in total, since the projection is 1, 2, 3, so 6 days. Let's continue waiting until we have completed 10 days more or less, and then the pattern should be starting getting over. We were gonna see how that play out. And yeah, so pretty much this is what I wanted to show you in the daily and the 4 hours. If you want to enter into a trade, the best opportunities are always when we go down, and this you have seen over here. Let me show you. We go down, and then we always bounce. You go down, and then we bounce, down and bounce. Now we went down, and we're gonna bounce as well. Potentially we're gonna continue going a little bit down. In that case, we're gonna bounce as well. So you can trade those moves, but always remember to have risk management, because otherwise you can lose your capital. And the stop loss as well, which is something important. I also want to show you, let me see here, I did trade this when we were around 113,800 with a quite substantial amount. So even if it's just 4%, was fine to get a trade. And yeah, I was playing there with a stop loss as well, because the market has been quite volatile and there's a lot of liquidation happening. If we go to the 1 hour chart, we can see that, how this has been. Let me see, I'm gonna remove that picture, oops. We see all those candles. This candle has been just in time of, I don't know, a minute. We see how have been the liquidations going on, just up and down, just liquidating everybody. So in this kind of scenario, it's really important for you to use stop loss, because otherwise you're gonna get completely wrecked. Right now, I don't really expecting to jump into that trade. But even in this is what I want to see. Maybe we're forming already in the 1 hour. You see how they start to get together? Closer and closer, they start to get a little bit more closer and closer, which is, this is good, because it means that the price gonna stop dropping, and now we're gonna enter to this consolidation phase. And after that, depending of the Fortuna line and the valleys, we may go up. So let's keep an eye on this one. This is also quite nice to enter. I think that we can come and reach this area. Let's see how the play out, but I'm gonna enter later if I have a enter point. Yeah, so pretty much that is for the Bitcoin price. I'm not going to go and analyze the altcoins, because everything is bleeding at the moment. You can see here clearly how everything is just bleeding, and once Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. So also don't forget to go and follow me here, because the next I'm posting the trades I enter, and yeah, like this you can also have an idea what I'm doing. This is what I wanted to mention before. No, Jerome Powell will give his most important, like every speech he gives, it's like, this is the drama of crypto. No, every speech he gives is the most important. So that's gonna happen today. Let's see where it is go. I don't think they're gonna cut, because they have been rejecting that all the time. So if in any case we continue going down, you know already, the best price to enter, which will be the worst for going down, will be around the 110. So you can take the opportunity of that. Don't expect the price to go there, but it's for you to have an idea that that should be the lowest. We should go 109 more or less. Everybody gonna call it because they didn't cut rates, that the price is going there, but we already predicted that since 3 days ago. So yeah, it's not reality. Something else as well, Kevin is saying, it is just me, or is the entire crypto market frozen in place? I guess BTC and Ethereum are now waiting the Fed Powell to deliver Jackson Hole speech. Yeah, this kind of news, it have some kind of impact in the market, but I don't really see it that much, to be honest, because we have so many times already this speech from the from Powell, and they don't really do anything. I mean, we already predicted 3 days ago. I didn't know that 3 days after they're gonna have this this speech, and the market already was telling us that the price was going to go down. So I don't really like to be watching too many news, because most of the time it's just the market already who's saying they're gonna take a break. It's not really the news. At least there is some really fundamental news. This is kind of, but it's already waste new. It's not the first time, so I don't really take that serious. If we pump up, fine. I'm not bearish at all, but already was predicting this. So now I just have my bags to buy lower from the 112, doesn't matter, to 109, because after that I do think we're gonna continue going down. Let's see. Always for that, it's so important, the time, how we're gonna continue doing it, and how the time continue developing in my strategy. So yeah, just subscribe so you also up to date what the market is doing. Let me see something else I want to mention, which is it's also about this news that finally the EU want to accelerate the plan for the digital euro. So for the control, pretty much they want to do with all the citizens in their democracy without asking anybody, and something that's gonna affect to everybody life daily. I think that they say they're gonna start doing the plot. Or the test will be in October this year. So let's see how that play out. They plan to do in Ethereum or Solana. This is the big question. I don't know if they're going to do it in Ethereum, because the fees and it still haven't really scaled up. Ethereum, the L1, potentially, in any case, they will do it in an L2. But maybe it's just a test. I don't really know, because why they should do it in the L2 when they don't gonna have full control of the blockchain. And what they want with the CBDCs is to have full control. That is 100% clear. Let's see how that play out. Solana can hold all the transactions now, but also it's not the 100% decentralized. There's a big debate about this. I don't want to enter much into that, because I mean, all of them are, both of them are good technologies. It's just they have the pro and cons like any other blockchain. But let's see how that play out. Hopefully, yeah, the best would be that there is no CBDCs implementing so soon. But let's see how this play out. This is something I just wanted to bring out, so you're also aware. You should just really read more if you are in the EU, and let's see how they implement it as well for people to use it, because it's I don't think that it's a big news. Like they haven't really mentioned to anybody, and that's the F part, because they're just doing this, they announce it, but like the whole citizens are busy in other stuff. And yeah, let's see. And it's super crazy, because this is gonna affect your whole life. So let's see, guys. Yeah, that's for today. So if you have any question, remember, just drop a commentary below, and also be aware of the whole scams as well, because YouTube is really bad in that. There's a lot of people just writing, and they're just bots. Don't pay attention to that. They calling all the time that there's these people in Telegram that is just making a lot of trade that they learn from me, blah blah blah. It's not true. It's not true. I'm never gonna give you any Telegram, no private group, nothing, so don't follow to that. Before leaving, I just wanted also to remind you, if you want to do any trade, long or short in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever crypto, you can go in the description below. I post there a link where you get a nice fat bonus from B2Nex, also for Bybit, and soon other exchanges as well. Like this, you support the channel as well, and you get also a nice bonus. So just again, smash that like, subscribe, and see you tomorrow, guys.